Summer 1958. Losing his control of Cuba to an increasingly popular revolutionary movement, dictator Fulgencio Batista must take a decisive step to stop the threat to his regime. He calls his action Operation Verano.
By June of 1958, the rebels were firmly entrenched in the Sierra Maestra. Batista finally decided the time had come to launch a full-scale offensive against those rebel positions, convinced that he could indeed drive them out of the mountains.
Batista assures his supporters that before the summer is out, the revolution will be no more.
Batista plans to send in 12,000 professional troops to fight the guerrilla in Oriente, and it's really going to be the first major encounter that these guerrillas have had with any sizable force. On the one hand, you have 12,000 troops on Batista's side, facing only 300 guerrilla. But those 12,000 troops were largely unseasoned, and they were pretty much terrified of Fidel's forces.
Spies, scouts, and runners bring Castro the news. The army is coming, 12,000 strong. Although outnumbered, the rebels are confident they are not outmatched.
Castro has the advantages of guerrilla warfare. He's got the support of the local population. He knows this terrain. And so when Batista sends his troops there, Castro is fighting in his own backyard.
The guerrillas had developed a system of using loudspeakers in the jungle, and in some cases they would surround Batista's forces with the loudspeakers and blast music, jingles, songs at them. This would completely freak the soldiers out because they would just hear this music coming from, it seemed like, everywhere around them.
The rebels had prepared the terrain in the Sierra Maestra. They had planted mines in the pass leading into the mountain. They were waiting for the offensive.
At the Estrada Palma sugar mill, Castro's fighters anxiously await the major offensive from Batista's forces they know and dread is about to explode. When government troops arrive, the rebel ambush is ready. The attack hands Batista's men a devastating defeat, and as the assault spread across the mountains, his troops proved to be unprepared for this type of combat.